Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP, and once again, this is the 7-day chart. We're sitting here just above 54 cents. And if you look at the 7-day chart, we're going sideways, and we have been going sideways for a while now, ranging up within a couple of cents either way. But a lot of Bitcoin maxis are now saying this is going to be a very big week for Bitcoin. If that happens and Bitcoin does happen to move upward, it's going to pull the rest of the altcoins with it. XRP could get some price movement. Other people are saying we have to go down first on XRP before we really take off. But you know, everybody's just speculating right now because nobody can really call this market. This is a time where I'm just patient. And you know, I try to stay positive. I look at the facts around XRP, remind myself of what I'm holding. And a couple days ago in a video, I said, maybe there doesn't need to be a blackout event or an internet outage. Maybe we could have a easy transition into the new financial system. And a lot of you in the comments section said, you're totally wrong, Rich. That blackout event has to happen. And now I see Joe Rogan talking about that. And I go back to the World Economic Forum and how Klaus Schwab calls for a massive cyber attack. So if the power goes out, this society is only possible if you can get goods and services to people. And if people have access to information. If there was a coordinated effort by multiple superpowers to just destroy our satellites, destroy our grid, we would be in chaos quickly, very quickly. Now you live in China, and you never thought that was possible. That's what Joe Rogan said. You know, if the power was to go out, I would most likely hunt for my own food. I'm not one of those doomsday preppers, but I always seem to have water on hand as well. And you know, if this event does have to happen for us to transition into that new financial system, I could see a very dark time for a period before that happens. Then there's the preppers, Zuckerberg, prepping his doomsday bunker. Other billionaires doing the same thing. Plus, they're all selling their stock as well at the same time. So if we look at the facts, these events look like they could be very well possible this year. I keep seeing people saying the stock market's going to crash. It's going to crash. Watch how quick Congress says that politicians can no longer trade stocks right before it all happens. You know, I look at it like this. This world that we live in right now, Klaus Schwab said, prepare for a more violent world. And you could see the more violent world all around you. You see it on X every single day, videos of people shooting each other, people robbing each other. Our major cities in the United States are torn apart with crime and drug use. And you know, nobody's rushing to fix it. They're just letting it happen because they want this system to fall apart. This comes from Elon Musk. Just bought a new PC laptop, and it won't let me use it unless I create a Microsoft account, which also means giving their AI access to my computer. This is messed up. There used to be an option to skip signing in or creating a Microsoft account. Are you seeing this too? There is a workaround, but it's a little bit complicated. But you know, people always said, how would they ever keep an eye on what you're doing online? How would they be able to impose a social credit score? You know, the device you hold in your hand has AI in it, your phone. And more newer phones are going to have even more AI access. Same thing with computers. TVs have AI tied into them now as well. I install security systems, camera systems, And they have AI built in as well. Everything is starting to get AI implemented inside. Even that new financial system, when it rolls out, there's going to be AI inside of that as well. So they already can keep track of you already. The difference is right now they can't control your money. Not 100%. Not if you deal in cash. That's why they're trying to push us towards a cashless society. Then they could take full control over us. That's what it's all about for them. Boom, US-based asset management firms are expected to submit filings for XRP ETF applications with the SEC in April of 2024, with a possible launch before the end of the year. You know why I think they're waiting until April? Because I think at the same time, we're going to see the case wrap up with the SEC. I think that's when they will come to settlement. And if that happens in April, you could expect XRP to take off then. That would be the timeline. Ripple's XRP hits Swedish stock exchange. ETP trading now live, opening new opportunities. So if this is live right now and an ETF is going to push the price of XRP, how come XRP is still going sideways? Same thing with Bitcoin. What I see happening with Bitcoin right now is no real price movement, not the way that people were expecting, and BlackRock just hoarding up all that Bitcoin at the same time. I do think that will definitely reflect in the price at some point though, and give Bitcoin a blow off top. But how long away are we from that happening? Is it going to happen this year? Most likely by the fall. That's what I'm thinking. Recent listing of Ripple partners. You know, when you look at those partners, right? A lot of those partners are already utilizing RippleNet and XRP. A lot of those partners are already tied in with Swift. Some are tied in with BRICS as well. And that's what I was trying to explain in that video from yesterday. How Ripple is already inside. You know what it reminds me of? Remember when they would always have a computer commercial on TV and it would say Intel inside? When I talk about the BRICS or Swift, I always picture Ripple inside. That technology is already embedded in there. And that's why I said, you know, that's the payment rails that XRP is going to flow on in the very near future. And that's also how we will get rich off of our XRP. Bridge two currencies in 3 seconds with one fixed FX rate. Payments by the numbers guide. Look at how easy this is. And people still don't understand that XRP is going to be hitting high numbers in the future. You know, when something is this easy and it's that fast, that cheap, and that secure, every single bank is going to want to utilize this technology. Countries are working with Ripple for CBDCs for that same reason. When something is easy, people will use it. And, you know, we will see mass adoption for XRP. It's just a matter of time. And, you know, right now, we're sitting back and we're wondering why the price isn't moving. And it's abnormal at the same time as well. And it shakes a lot of people out. And I think it's done by design because they want you out of XRP. They want you putting your money in the bank week over week, staying in the traditional system. They don't want you to break away from their broken system because when they collapse it out, they want everyone to get wiped out. This way, the government could then come up with a solution, universal basic income in a CBDC. If people's money is gone, they have no choice but to jump onto that system. But if you're rich, you can have an alternative. And that's why I've been saying that for so long, because I remind you of that all the time. Know what you're holding. Butters, the XRP. I'm not worried. I know the value the Ripple and XRP has. It's not its price at the moment. Manipulated price because coming is the big goal. Wow. Okay, so when I look at XRP, what I hold, and I think of utility, I think of this right here. How easy it is for these countries to send money cross borders. How easy it is for people to send money across borders. You know, a lot of people work outside of their home country, but they have family back there that they want to send money to. And when you could do that in 6 easy steps, again, people will use it. And when this is all implemented, by the time we get to this map right here, it's too late. You're going to be priced out and you're going to be left behind. And this is already getting put in place right now. SWIFT versus Ripple, 6 key areas of comparison for international business payments. I like when they do this because it shows you the difference between Ripple and SWIFT and how much game-changing Ripple actually is. Look at transaction speed. You see SWIFT, 3 days. DLT network, 3 times faster. Africa to Europe, 5 days. DLT, 5 times faster. UK and Europe, 24 hours equivalent. Then you get into cost efficiency. That's where Ripple really shines because the fees on SWIFT are so expensive still. And people are fed up with that. When you could move money for pennies on the dollar, again, that levels the playing field. It's part of the new financial system, and it's absolutely game-changing. And it works with fiat as well, paper money, intermediaries, and correspondent banking. Now, when it comes to SWIFT, right, they have all these payment rails already put in place. But how happy are those banks with SWIFT? Nobody really talks about that. They always say, well, SWIFT has all these partners already. How is Ripple ever going to steal those partners away from SWIFT? Easily, because when they see the competition using RippleNet and XRP, if they don't use that same technology, the banks are even going to get left behind. Liquidity and currency support. Now we know XRP provides on-demand liquidity. Regulatory compliance. Now that's where things change. And that's what's really holding Ripple back. SWIFT already has compliance. You know, they got the green light years ago, and nobody's ever going to argue that. Now, when it comes to Ripple, we're still waiting on the SEC. And until that case isn't done, Ripple's still going to be held back. XRP's going to be held back. The price is going to be held down still. And that's why we're still going sideways as well. But once regulations are put in place, that's it. I think we're going to see the price change like an overnight event. And it's going to happen so quick when everybody's least expecting it. One day we just wake up and we're on our way to becoming rich. New Bitcoin halving is already priced in, says JP Morgan. You know, when they say that, you got to think to yourself, okay, is the price priced in? Because I keep seeing people say, once the Bitcoin halving happens, we're going to $250,000 on Bitcoin. I'm not so sure of that. I do, however, think Bitcoin will achieve a new all-time high, mostly in 2024. Other people are saying it's going to happen early 2025. I think things are moving much quicker today. I think this next run's going to happen quicker than most people think. But that's just my opinion. And I'm basing that on all the facts I see going on right now. But you know, when we look at the price of XRP and we watch this sideways action, you know deep down they want you out of this cryptocurrency. And that should be the one reason, the main reason that you keep holding. Because if you don't enrich yourself and if you think we're going to cash out into US dollars, I don't think that's even going to happen. In fact, I think if anything, if I was to cash out XRP, it would be into those new treasury dollars when they are announced, or maybe into something else, because I'm not seeing the US dollar hold up in value. not the way this government is spending. You know, we're already facing another government shutdown in March, and they're going to approve another bill, and all of a sudden we're going to spend another couple of $1 trillion. Then it's going to happen again a few short weeks later. You can't continue with that. If that continues to happen, inflation's going to continue to rise, and we're going to see the dollar lose more and more value. Again, the dollar dropping in value could also happen throughout the summer into the fall. And once that happens, crypto is really going to amp up. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.